All right, right there. What's this scene? Yeah.
And we are live. I'm excited. We're talking to the Bacchanal Boys. All right, Carlene, you are here. Hey y'all. Hey everyone, thank you for joining us. All right, go. Hey everyone, you guys want to learn about some Caribbean culture tonight? You tuning into What is the Seed? What is the Seed,
What's the
Carly?
scene? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear
Okay,
you.
good.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
What is the Seed,
What's
Carly?
the scene, girl?
Well, the scene tonight is we're gonna have Prezi from Bacchanal Boys talking to us.
It's
So
gonna
I'm
be
just,
interesting.
yeah, it should be very interesting, and I can't wait. And
Yeah.
I know you got your questions, but
Yes.
I actually got questions from some of our followers. They have questions
Okay.
for the Bacchanal Boys. So, wait, no, where you drink? This is what I'm drinking. What
I'm
you drink?
drinking water.
Yes. We're
The last time I was drinking shandy, but this time I'm drinking a little water.
drinking water. Okay, he's here.
Yay.
Okay, did I accept it? I hope I did. Where is he?
He's joined. I see him there.
He's joined. Prezi. Where's he seen Prezi? Let me see. Add as moderator. I think I have to add him. You know, we learn in this Instagram live.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I did it.
Or he could send a request, yeah.
All right, accept. I just accepted it. Hey everyone, thank you for coming into Where's the Scene?
Round 2.
Prezi!
Prezi!
Where's the scene?
Where's the scene?
What's up? What's going on?
Why he acting so calm? We always see him wild.
This is me. This is me on a regular.
This
is not
me
me.
regular?
Yeah.
Look at all that hair, Carly.
All that long dress, huh?
I know that's what the ladies like to grab onto, but he keeps it smart. He keeps it up in a bun.
Exactly.
This is me off the clock. This is not me at the fete.
Okay.
If you know, I can't have all this hair going on at the fete. It's gonna be too hot. You know.
Too hot.
So,
but it's so pretty though.
Thank you. Yeah. This is everyday me. It's out every day, but it's not at the fete. It's too much. It's too much.
Right. Well, for everybody who is joining in, thank you for tuning into Voice DC.
Yeah.
I'm Lisa Taylor.
And I'm Carlene.
Half of Voice DC. And go ahead, Carlene.
And I'm Carlene from Toronto.
Yeah, I'm from Trinidad. And we are so excited to have Prezi from Bacchanal Boys with us. So, Prezi, thank you so much for joining us tonight.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
All right. So, since we have Calm Prezi tonight, I guess we could go ahead and get started with Calm Prezi.
Yes.
So, Prezi, for those, of course, everybody that's coming in knows you as Bacchanal Boys. But just tell us a little bit about Bacchanal Boys, how it got started. I know you usually have 2 people with you. Just give us a little background before we get into the realm Bacchanal and Boys the Scene.
So, Bacchanal Boys is a brand that was established first with the business structure of merchandise and clothing. I have a website called BacchanalVibes.com, which the business structure was based off of selling merchandise by wearing the merchandise at the fete. So before I started selling, before, of course, like I said, the guys you see with me and there's a few others, we've been fetting for a little while. Them on the dance hall scene a little more at first. I was raised and my upbringing was in New Jersey. So, you know, my parents are Bajan.
Okay.
Uh, I was,
That's where the walk up comes from.
Yeah.
That's how walk up.
yeah. So I mean, the soca scene,
Uh-huh.
so much to say, up north in New York and Jersey wasn't as prevalent as, of course, the dancehall and the reggae. Of course, they pushed that crazy in the '90s and the 2000s, stuff like that. But still, it was still there. I mean, if you grow up in it, if you're in it, I mean, you're around it, you see it all the time. It's not something to where it's like, okay, I'm doing this because I was born in it or I'm Caribbean. It's more so like I'm around it every day. So I'm hearing
It's
music.
a lifestyle.
Yes, the lifestyle, exactly, and that goes into this. Everybody in my family is crazy like me. So,
Are they going to join us tonight?
oh, no, they're not. Most of them that are like me, they're older. I'm like the runt of the.
Okay.
So like it's more so of a thing where everybody in my family is like me. So I mean, anything outside of that is gonna be abnormal. Like I built the brand based off of having a group of friends that were like me as well. We party, we get on bad, we're very social, we interact with the people. People take a liking to us just based off of our personalities and how warm and welcome we are and how people feel comfortable with partying with us and stuff like that. So when it came down to that, I at this time, and I'm gonna fast forward all the way to within the establishment, I established Bacchanal Boys in Atlanta.
Wow. Okay.
So
So from Jersey, from Barbados to Jersey to Atlanta.
to Atlanta, we're
Okay.
gonna skip. I was in the DMV before that, in between.
Okay.
Okay.
In
Yay,
there.
DMV.
Yeah. I got my bachelor's degree at Bowie State
Yes.
University. So yeah.
Yes.
So I was in the DMV before that, but Atlanta is where things really took off. And at this time, I feel like this is when soca started really getting noticed in a sense, in a way of becoming, well, and I say not soca, but the carnival life started becoming a little trendy.
Yes.
Oh, especially
And
in
like we're
social.
gonna come back to that statement, the trend.
Right,
Yes. Yes.
right. But at that time, surprisingly, when I first got to Atlanta, I did not know that there was a Atlanta carnival. I didn't know there was a carnival. Only carnival I thought I knew about outside of the Caribbean was Labor Day.
Yeah.
That's
New York, right?
So, you know, I didn't know that there were carnivals and things like that and all over the United States, you know, carnival concepts
Mm-hmm.
to an experience like the in the Caribbean. So I didn't know that. So it took a couple years for me to find out when one of my friends that's a part of the brand was like, "Oh, I'm coming out there for Atlanta Carnival." But at this time, a young lady that I was with at the time uh, was like, "Yeah, we're like, you want to go to Atlanta Carnival?" I'm like, "Yeah, I have a carnival out here." I'm like, "Yeah, we definitely."
Yeah.
So I met up with my guys, and then we partied a little bit, and then after that, I thought it was just carnival time. You have Atlanta Carnival. After that, after the weekend is over, it's done. Like, there's no parties, there's no fets, there's no anything in Atlanta.
Okay.
So after a while, I started meeting people, started following people on like Instagram and Facebook and stuff like that, and then you start flyers starting to appear on the timeline, and now
Yeah.
and then I started indulging in that. So that was about like 2016, 2000, going into 2017. After the next Atlanta Carnival came up around in 2018, that's when I actually like decided like, okay, I need to really get into, you know, building these connections and try to
Like
build
that.
the. Yeah, it
You
was.
were smart. You were
Yeah,
smart.
it was.
You were smart.
So it was a mind, and it wasn't even necessarily building a brand to to from monetary reasons. It was more so like building a brand just to have something to do within the culture. I had a lot of things that went on in my life prior to this,
Mm-hmm.
so it was kind of like me doing pushing the restart button. You know,
Okay.
I wasn't always how can I put it? Things weren't always how they are now.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
So,
okay.
so for me, you know, I was into stuff that I didn't have no business being into.
Okay.
Um,
Everybody has a past, Prezi.
yeah, with the education, everything, it just wasn't making any sense. I just was bored.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
These are things that this is something that has kept me, you know, in a place to where I'm happy to be in. But like I said, came down to um, trying to find a business structure. Like I can't just come in here and say, "Hey, I'm Josh. This is my first name. My real name is Josh.
Okay.
I'm Josh. I'm Prezi. I know how to have a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me in. Let me in the game."
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Prezi,
saying?
Yeah.
So it's
thanks
like
for sharing that, because I'm sure a lot of people did not know that about you. So thank
Yeah.
you for sharing.
it was more so like, okay, let me get to build these relationships, get to know these people out here, see how the scene is, and how can I make my contribution. So you get to know a few DJs here, you get to know a few promoters, you get to start going to the events, ease your way into getting on back. At that time, another reason why I created the brand is because around 2018, I started seeing like a shift in how parties were being like how people were partying. Like
Mm-hmm.
the people were looking at what's going on in America, and you know, the VIP, the
Mm-hmm.
pop,
The
chill.
cabanas,
We
all
just
that.
gonna be in the cabana and just chill,
Uh-huh.
and with a two step, and we not gonna really
Mm-hmm.
party.
So we be
Mm-hmm.
stush. We all party. We stush.
Stush has been there. Stush has always been there.
Yeah.
Wallace has been there, but I started seeing that around that year that it was getting a little too stush.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
it was just that. Like everything was just stush, and it was to the point where at one point in time when I was in Atlanta, when I first started building, when I was building me, Prezi, before I ended up starting with
Yeah.
building Bacchanal Boys, I would be in the parties, just myself acting like how you see me act now.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody, it'll be a big circle around, everybody just watching, like, what is this dude doing? Like,
Mm-hmm.
on here. Like we're comfortable with this stuff. We got it down, and now you trying to come through and cause a disruption.
Yeah.
So
Uh-huh.
it came down to that. To around the same time, I was getting ready for Uber Soca Cruise in 2018.
That's when I first saw you.
Funny story.
Yeah.
Right there. So Carlene and I were talking about you today. She was like, yes, I remember them from the first Uber Soca cruise.
Yeah.
We were at the very first one.
Oh,
I was like,
I wasn't on the very first. The very first one was what, 2016
yeah,
or something like.
but we
No, I
went
think it was the second one. I didn't go in the first year. I went in the second year.
no, we went the first one, Carlene.
Mm-mm.
It wasn't the first one.
Mm-mm.
Boys were on the second one. I mean, the one in 2017. I missed that one. They wanted me to come on. I don't know. I got the thumbs up thing. Did y'all see that?
Yeah, I saw that thumbs up.
I put that in, but no, but yeah, like the 2017 was one that I missed because at that time that they were talking me into, yo, you need to come. It's a Soca cruise.
Uh-huh.
They gave me the prices, and at that time I just wasn't seeing it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, me personally, I wasn't seeing paying that, and at that time they came to me late. They came to me well late from when they had the payment plan, so I was past that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had to come up front with the whole thing, and
Mm-hmm.
at that time I wasn't rolling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
still not rolling now, just in case people get it, yeah.
But you roll it in a different
Wait.
way. You roll it in a different way.
Yeah, man. So it was like for me at that time, I was getting myself together for Uber Soca 2018, and that's when it really like went off. I was in a group chat in Facebook for Uber Soca.
Mm-hmm.
I made my
Remember that? Mm-hmm.
yeah. That's when I started establishing and building rapport and starting to build relationships myself versus trying to get in Atlanta. A lot of people are like, iffy. So when I'm trying to be introduced to individuals, they're like looking at me like, God, like it's it's cliquish.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So it's like they're
cliquish.
they're really trying to figure out, should we really rock with this dude or who is this guy? Like,
Yeah.
so I said, you know what, I'm gonna do it my way. So I made a WhatsApp group chat for Ubasoka 2018. I was in the group chat for Ubasoka 2018 on Facebook. And the vibes that I was just given, like as far as interacting with people, every day, I made it a mission every day to go in that group chat, and not my personal one yet, but the one on Facebook,
Okay.
and just interact with everybody and just bring vibrant energy and stuff like that, and people within that, and actually like, how can I put it? Like, it was like not
You
like
started clicking.
it was to the point where I was given the name Prezi. That wasn't a name that I gave myself. It was given to me by people in the group.
Okay.
So what does Prezi mean? What does that mean?
It's really Prez,
Prez.
like president.
Okay.
Like Mr. It started off with Mr. President, and then short Prez, and then all of a sudden a couple people just turned it from Prez to Prezi, and I like how Prezi sounded, so I'm gonna roll with that.
Okay.
But it was like, that's what it simply was. It was like, yo, literally how you are and your personality and just how you gravitate to us, like you're really for the people. It was like at this time, I think Barack was still, like everybody was still on the Barack thing, for the people, for us, you're for us. You know what I mean? Yeah, you're looking out for us, so you're for the people. So it was really a name coined by the people. I didn't give myself that name. So I just stuck with it. And then after that, fast forward, Ubasoka's done. Everybody sees me and my guys partying and doing what we're doing, and they're like, "Wow, like, it's a whole group of y'all." So from then, I'm like, you know what? I think I need to do something with this. There's a few people that just based off of my personality was like, "What do you like? Like, you should do something with this. Do you looking to do it?" I'm like, "Do what? Like, we just party."
Having fun.
Yeah, like, so after a while, I started my brain, and then it's an event in New York called SSS Black. I went to the one in 2018, and my motivation came from, it was a group of ladies, and everybody that's from Brooklyn and that's from New York, they know what I'm talking about. Around that time, they were called the Fat Queens. And it was a group. Like it may have been only 15 of them, 20 of them, but in that party, it looked like it was 2,000. They was rolled deep. It was deep.
Okay.
Wow.
It was to the point where I was like, wow, they all had the logo, their shirts on, all moving as one. And I'm like, nah, I like that. I'm like, I don't see no male version of that. And most of us get our motivation from the ladies at the fets. It's like, what if I put together a male version of that where, I mean, yeah, ladies, y'all can agree or disagree. Like, at the end of the day, like, y'all do come as a group to party with each other, have fun, but y'all come to see the guys, man.
We do.
Like, y'all come to see us. Y'all
do.
I like the girl interaction. It's fun, it's safe. But at the end of the day, y'all come to see some real steppers.
We do. We do. I
So
mean, I think people put in the comments. So that's something we should ask in the comments. Do y'all come for the guys, or y'all just come to fete with your friends? So let's see what the comments say.
Because let me say this. Y'all can come with y'all girls and all of that, and feel safe, dance on them and all that. Some guys come through with a too much of a strong approach, but you see a cat like me stepping in the joint, like if I'm coming correct, you coming for me if I'm coming correct. No.
Sip of water.
It's what it is. Like, you come, if it's a man that is coming correct and he coming through dressing nice, doing what we do, y'all really coming for that. But it's not a lot of that that's very direct to where you're just gonna stay in your little pocket, because a lot of people do come with the wrong energy, you know.
Well,
So,
somebody just said they come for
From
the
the
men,
waist.
but you have to have the right waist.
Yep.
yeah, but he must have waistline.
You
See,
must
Yeah,
that
he must have waistline.
is what it is. So I mean, I I don't know if I got that.
Oh,
Stop
sure you don't have
denying that. Stop
sure.
denying that.
Sure you don't have waistline.
Yeah, see, another one comments, whoever has waist. So that's what I'm saying. Y'all coming for the fellas. Like, we coming for the ladies. We not coming for no dudes. I'm not disrespecting nobody that is.
Yeah.
But I'm not, you know how it go. So it's like, for me, how can I put it? What were we talking? What
We're
was the
talking about the
subject?
fat queens,
Yeah,
and that's where you got the idea.
like that just took me. It was amazing to me. All these women, all in one group, coming through, militant,
Yeah.
standing to the stage doing their thing, but they also interacting with the fellas. They making us feel like, okay, this one over here acting like this, so we gonna roll over here to the fat queens because they making sure that we feel welcome.
Mm-hmm.
So it came down to that. Literally, after that night, I couldn't sleep. I literally had to think about, I got to think about like think of a plan and think of it now. And literally the next day, I had the name, I had the
I love
logo, I had
that.
everything you see. I made the logo, of course,
Oh,
everything. Like I mean, on the low, I've created a lot of logos for a lot of your fellow influencers and individuals out here that's doing a big thing on the scene. I don't really put that out there. That's out of love. I do a lot of
I
things
like
for
that.
love.
I like that.
I don't really want to name names like that of people. Some people done took off to the moon, and they know what's up.
I like that.
So,
So, question: you keep talking about your crew. Who are the actual Bacchanal Boys? Like, how many are you?
it started off with, I say 8 or 9.
Oh, wow,
Wow.
y'all was deep.
It started off with 2018, 2019 was a good
Yeah.
year.
Okay.
Before I get into the names, that pandemic, that lockdown messed up a lot
A lot of stuff.
of stuff. But started off with about 8 or 9. It started off with 8 or 9, like within that course of the development. But I started it with one individual. His name is Steph. I started off with him in Atlanta. He was one. Okay, it was a matter of fact. It was Labor Day, 2018, September 2018. It was an event. It was like a Juve or it was a Wet Fet in Atlanta,
Okay.
and it was me, him, the guy I'm talking about I started it with,
Mhm.
and a couple other group of individuals. And I was telling them, I said this to myself. I said, it's a shift that's happening, and I don't know what it is, but I feel it. And like one thing that we all had in common, we were all from up top, New York, Jersey. I'm
Mhm.
like, and at this time, I'm just trying to motivate them, so I'm not really serious. But I'm like, yo, we in Atlanta, we in the scene, we all from New York. Most people here from New York. We gonna take this over. I'm talking crazy because I'm trying to get them, like I'm trying to sell it
Sell
to
it,
them.
yeah.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, we with it. But out of that group of 5 that I was talking to, he was the only one that
Believe.
I think believed me.
Okay.
After that, I didn't see him after a while for like a couple months, and after that, I seen him at an event, and he was like, "Yeah, yo, like let's get together, this and that." We got together, started partying together. This is like right before I left for Uber Soca 2018.
Okay.
Started partying together, kicking it, and then once I came through with the idea, he was there. He was there when we were in communication. We were partying, so it was like, you know what? I don't really got nobody else out here. All the rest of the guys that you see. The one that was with me, Elijah, light skinned one with the green. All the one, Steph
Yeah,
Curry.
I took I
Yeah,
took a picture
yeah,
of him actually at Soca Brainwash, and I told him, listen, I
yeah,
walk up. I said,
yeah. See,
for the
so
picture.
we grew up together. We both from Jersey. My father's side of the family is from Patterson, New Jersey. That's where he's from. So we known each other from young. He like at this point he was around, but he wasn't around. Like he's always been around, but he had personal things he was handling his, so he played the background.
Okay.
But down to the rest of them that people probably see on the page, but don't always see
Out in the fence.
out in the feds. They were living in Maryland because about three of us. It was me and two of them that we both went to Bowie State together.
Okay.
Both together, so that knew them, right?
Yeah.
So they were a part of it, and then it was two of their friends that are from New York, because they're from Long Island.
Okay.
That we all came together. We all knew each other from from around that time. So already in the mix, like by default. Like I already told, like I was telling you, the guy's name is Steph. I started with him. I said, look, it's us too, but I got my homies around the way, they all around, but then and they get down. They by default. I don't care. I'm bringing them with me. Habits, because I believed in it. I had everything for Bacchanal Boys, patent, trademark, registered, legal. This is legal. Everything. It's public. It's public. It's on public record. You can.
I love that. You really made it a business.
Yeah, I had this already signed, sealed, documented as a brand before I launched. That's how. So nobody can come through and they see, oh, Bacchanal Boys this and this, and then all of a sudden people want to try to take things away, because you know how that goes.
Yeah.
So I advise anybody that believes in what they're doing and their brands, if you believe in it, don't even hesitate, man. Get it legitimized, because you got cats out here that really just don't care.
And will off and duplicate and steal.
So has any other guys that you don't know want to say, hey, I want to join Bacchanal Boys?
Oh, the line is down the block and around. And like I said, shout out to Elijah, shout out to my boy DZ, shout out to Miles, Lamar, shout out to all the cats that, even if they aren't physically here anymore because of certain circumstances, what I mean, they're still here. And then I have, some honorary members that, are not really necessarily the originals, but they my dogs. They can always rock with us. They can always, they always around. They always support. And you got my little bro Blackie. You got my bro. If I don't know if y'all know Classic Frescobar's father. It's a whole bunch of cats. We all a family. It's a lot of us, but it's a lot that have their own thing, and we kind of just,
So you know what? I want to piggyback off of Carlene's question. Yeah. So I know you said there's a line long, and somebody just made a comment that the line longer than NTP bet, which I'm dying laughing.
Right. Big up to Nep Tally. Big up to Uncle Nap.
Yeah, big up. So question. So do you have, like, if someone wanted to be a Bacchanal boy, like let's just say I was a boy, can I be like, Prez, I want to be a Bacchanal boy? What are the requirements? Can I be a
like as of like right now, it's been a thought as of this past Sunday. I had somebody that I'm speaking to, and they put an idea together. We not getting any younger, and when I first started the brand, like a few months after I started the brand, I did go and grab up a young cat. He was like at that time 21, 22, to kind of put him down and build him, to bring that crowd in and to mold him into, just in case, when, cats is getting older, man. I'm still young. I'm still relatively young, but still, we're not getting any younger. So I was looking into something like that, to where potentially may have to put together an event for like a contest, or a Bacchanal.
I like that.
It's a good idea, really.
Yeah. To where, if whoever has the most talent, and at the end of the day, it's not even just about that. You got to be really mentally ready for this, but not just about one gal, and not just about getting on bad. It's deeper than that. That's why it's taken so long for me to even consider something like this, because it's like, when anybody that has DM'd me or that has contacted me and said, yo, could I, is there a recruitment process? I say, nah, you can always come and fet with us. You can always come and party with us, because in their mind, what they see based off of the entertainment aspect of what we post, they think that's what it is. They only in it for the chicks. They only in it for the girls. That's think that well, if I got that shirt on, I'm a Bacchanal boy. I'm gonna get all the ladies. Well, if you wasn't getting girls, then you ain't gonna get them now. You know,
Yeah.
it's not a thing. Like it's like me. It's like, for example, my family have a long line of I unfortunately I wasn't able to cross over with a frat. You know, I have but my family consists of Reds and Qs. So I'm very proud to say that, at least I have family that, has done it, but I haven't done it just yet. But I look at it like this: when you cross, so some people, want to cross and are interested in fraternities and sororities for different reasons. A lot of, especially males, do it for the attention of saying, okay, yeah, I'm gonna get girls, like, in a sense. But I compare that to this because this is not a situation where, yes, it comes with it. I told my friends and my partners before in the beginning. I said, listen, we're trying to build this. We're trying to create opportunities for individuals. It's not just about partying. It's about, if you're associated with my brand, it creates opportunities based off of you building relationships, that if you have something of yours that you want to do, you can branch off, but you always have ties to, and you know what I'm saying, connections to this, where it's going to help you. Not necessarily all about dancing with the women. They going to come. If you that guy, they going. So it's not necessarily about that. It's about the fact that, because the entertainment part is what it over exceeded everything that was in the plans. Not everything else that's in the plan, like community service, like, or doing things for the kids or things like that, will always, the entertainment part will always be overshadowed, because that's the most
And
consistent.
that's what everyone
Right.
thinks.
Right. So if nobody sees that I have my own section called Bacchanal Boys with Kitty's Carnival in Miami with Giselle with the Watts one. Nobody sees that I helped with all the first ever all white kids party that Giselle did a few months, like several months back. Nobody sees nobody knows that I'm an educator. I work in the school system with special
Wow.
education.
That's
Nobody
why we're here today, Press, to talk about all that, because people don't know.
Nobody
Nobody
knows that. Nobody.
knows.
Well, now they know.
Yeah, knows that I have uh, bachelor's in sociology. I have a master's in social work. So I work in. Nobody knows, but at the end of the day, it's like, in order to know, you got to get to know. The people that want to know, they inquire, they ask. The people that know, they know. You feel me? Everybody doesn't know because nobody wants to ask. They just see what they see and be like, oh, that's what it
They see
is.
waistline.
That's
They see waistline.
the waistline, and they see a different type of slackness.
You know what, Prezi? I love this conversation with you because I didn't know. I'll be very honest. Carlene, did you know this stuff?
No, have no clue.
And just in this conversation with you, I'm a business owner, right? I have my own business. I'm self-employed. And just in talking to you, you have touched on the foundations in building a business. In the beginning, you talked about your consistency with trying to build relationships. That's key in building a business. You talked about how determined you are. You talked about branding, that before even launching your business, if you're serious. And I love the fact that you were so intentional about everything. You didn't just do everything willy-nilly. You were intentional. You created a logo. You got it trademarked. You got it patented. So I love the fact that even though Bacchanal Boys in the front is waistline, but in the background there's a whole strong business structure, and I love that. So
a lot of people don't like, the thing about it is that a lot of people don't probably they don't really think all the way into saying, like, okay, this brand has been established for 5 years. I've been a established brand in the soca universe for 5 years. Out of 5 years, every year I achieve a different type of milestone that people probably can't fathom or understand. Like, I done business with with Caesar's Army just recently. I'm in a multi-year contract with Yuma. I'm constantly getting booked
Yeah.
to travel out of the country, within the country, and blessed that after year 3 out of 5, people started really appreciating the work that I do, not just the content that you see, but being a content creator and being able to effectively, uniquely promote and market people's events in
Yeah.
ways other people don't, that they don't look at it from a business standpoint. How is he able to get or in contact with these big name promoters or big name brands that are willing to bring him in if this is all he
Yeah.
does? If that was all that I was doing,
Okay.
it's just slackness and it was just it and I'm just posting that, then
But
I
there was
would
a
not be
method to the slackness.
This is the method, yes.
in these positions that I'm in. So the people that understand and that know and that are smart enough to really know what's going on, they're like, a lot of these promoters and a lot of these like owners of these brands are like, nah, this dude is smarter than what everybody thinks. And the first thing that you need to do to know, okay, this dude is actually legit, is it's public record. My name, the brand, everything. You search it, it's registered. It's legally registered. So right there, most people are like, oh, so we thought he was just
Mhm.
some whiner boy that just all he does is go out, get on bad, but that ain't it.
Yeah.
So
And what I like is that usually people give up on the first or second year running a
right,
business. You said 5 years in, and after 3 years, you
I,
started really pushing things. So you continue to
what
believe in yourself and you worked hard for it.
is was the pandemic year, the lockdown. I was one of the only brands during the lockdown that was successful during the lockdown because I had at least 2 years worth of content
Mm-hmm.
from years prior
Mm-hmm.
that I didn't use. I used in ways to which it was there, but everybody didn't see it. So then when it comes down to the lockdown, I can revamp it, remix it, and people will think that it was people thinking that I was outside somewhere and nobody knew. It was like, where is this guy at? They're still fat. What is going on? These guys are crazy. People are losing their lives from COVID. You don't have
Yep.
that. And this footage from before the pandemic. People are losing their mind. Like where in America or wherever y'all at, I need to be there because nobody has masks. Nobody's and everybody's fetting and getting on bad. But it was footage from prior.
Previous event. I love that. But you know what? You said something about how everybody sees is the waistline and the little slackness going,
Right.
right? But actually, I actually first saw you at Hookie in DC, right? And that's when I started following you. In the back of my mind, I knew there was a method to your madness. So that's what I wanted to. That's why I actually wanted to talk to you because
Yeah.
I knew there was a business behind it. I guess just because I'm an entrepreneur as well.
Right.
So at least I'm glad my instincts were on point to learn that you really had a method to your madness. That you're just not out here pelting waste for no reason.
Reason, yeah.
Yeah.
If I established this brand at, I would say like 21, so to speak, or very young, somebody would have got me. But I started this in my mid 20s. So it's like at this point, but at the same time, I experienced so much things in life that a lot of people wouldn't even imagine or experience in life. Like I'm more seasoned at younger. Like I had a lot of, like I said, I don't want to get into all that. I mean, younger in my wonder years, it was a lot of things going on. And I'm proud that, I'm in this point that I'm at now. So it's like a lot of those experiences helped me be able to like know how to approach certain things when it comes down to the entertainment business. I was also in the entertainment business before this. I was in the music
Okay.
industry before this. So, but I was young in it. So I already know how to move in this.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing about it is that when you're dealing with a smaller market, of individuals that think that they know how to move like the big dogs. I was around the big dogs. I was around, like, even when it comes down, so we talking about different.
Yeah.
But all these celebrities that you see now, that you know now, like I was around them. I seen them come up. I see, like, so I've been around this, and it's like when you have that experience, you know how to move.
Yeah.
And what it is how can I put it? Play the fool until the joke's on you. That's the rule, the rule that I feel like anybody going into business should go by. People always underestimate you. They come in and underestimating you anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Long as you know what you're doing, play the fool. Play the fool until
Till the fool become them.
play the clown until you own the circus.
Right.
Exactly. So
Mm-hmm.
I want to piggyback on something you said, right? Bacchanal Boys has afforded you a lot of brand and partnership opportunities.
Right.
I'm correct in saying that, right?
Yes.
So one of the things you do is you go to a lot of parties. You mentioned you go to a lot of parties. You go to a lot of carnivals. Talk about that. Like, what carnivals have you been able to go to? The parties.
Oh, I got to count on my fingers how many.
Like, how many?
We
Okay, so let's talk this year. How many carnivals you have for 2024?
this year,
So
this
far.
2024 or 2023? Because
I was gonna say, like, if you want to talk about 2023, we could talk about 2023.
yeah,
Is
but
that easier?
because 2024 we just started. We kind of
Okay.
on it.
All right.
So I will count Trinidad into 2023. No, I can't because I went to Trinidad last year. So
Okay.
2023 we have start with Trinidad. Um, I'm gonna call them the top: Trinidad, St. Lucia, Atlanta, Miami. Um, I I know I went to about St. Croix. That's 5. And then I don't. As far as everything else, it's just been like events. Like I can't remember all, but like literally, I'm gonna say this: my team and a lot of people around me, because they may not travel and get to do as many events and festivals as me.
Mm-hmm.
They may not. They may be able to remember everything.
Okay.
I do so many events, and I go, like, I tell my partners, I say, yo, I'm gonna be real with you. There's certain things I'm gonna remember, but a lot of these things are like a blur. Like I can't, like, for example, an event like Soca Brainwash, I can remember walking in. I can remember a couple of dances, and everything else is like because because my mind is outside of me having a good time. My mind is so much like everywhere because I'm thinking about everything that I'm handling for me and the guys. I take care of
So it sounds
everything.
like you need to add to your business leverage. Sounds like you
Right.
need an assistant.
But
We
that's
need to
So
add
it's
leverage
like
to our
everything
business.
is like even on the road, like the only thing that helps me remember things 100,000% is the content.
Okay.
well, that's where I wanted to ask the question. When you go to carnivals on a man or male perspective, how do you plan it? Like us women, we're planning the flights early, the hotels early, the fets early, the costumes. Are you last minute? Are the men last minute or are they?
I, I I just had a conversation with a friend of mine yesterday, and she was going into like planning because she's trying to plan for St. Lucia and stuff like that. And I'm like, how she's talking, everything she's saying, it's like, yo, like you could, you know those, like, in the grocery store, you get a lot of groceries and the receipts are like,
Mhm.
like to the from the register to the
Yeah.
door. It's like how she was explaining to me. I was like, listen, we don't, like, I don't know, it's some guys that probably do, but we don't plan like that.
Mhm.
I just call my people, yo, listen, we going here, you got to get the flight, we see if we can take care of accommodation, boom, boom, boom. well, I'm gonna handle accommodation. I'm gonna handle what I can handle on my end from a business perspective, and then whatever else that like I always get the information and give, and then at that point, whatever if y'all decide to slack on this and slack on that, that's on y'all because I got my shit, my stuff. I don't know if I'm sorry, I don't want to be cursing on this stuff, but like I got mine. So it's like everybody just knows that when it's go time, it's go time, and we just go and we move. I'll call my boys and get an update. Yo, did you get that flight? Yo, yeah, I'm gonna get it. Okay, cool. And that's just what it is. We don't do that planning. Oh, we gonna stay here. What's the itinerary? Our itinerary is we got this fet in the morning, we got this fet at night, or we got this fet in the afternoon. What you trying to do before that? I don't know. All right, so we just gonna play it by ear. We might just stay in the house all day and then just kick it and just be on it because a lot of also because I'm there on business, I gotta prepare for creating the content. I have to how I do my content is more so you see my IG stories are running. Like it looks like a whole story of like people literally live vicariously through our stories because it's as if they're
I'm people, Prezi. I'm people.
right. It's as if it's as if you're there.
Yeah.
Like I record and I motion it out as if somebody that can't make it or that based off of just PTO, based off of relationship, based off of lifestyle, they can't make it. But when they watch our story and they watch our content, they're there. So,
do you have a professional who films this, or is just your friends with their camera phones?
Camera phone.
That's where it starts, right?
Listen, camera phone, and now at this point, like that's why you see Elijah. You see my boy Elijah. He has the digital camera, and now we're gonna start producing that kind of content as well to mix up with it. Like depends on what type of event it is. We'll do the more cleaner, professional, digital camera. But personally, I like the cell phone
the raw
content
footage. You like the raw
because it's raw.
Yeah.
It gives you it gives you the flaws. It gives you dancing, and the person behind you is there with their friend eating a piece of chicken. That's it.
Yes,
I
saw you with that chicken.
Huh? My favorite video of you were, I don't know what thing you were in, but you were dancing with a girl and she had a box of food and you started eating
that's my girl. That's my girl Rosie. My girl. Shout out.
I was Rosie. Like, he can't eat my food and you whining on me.
You know what was crazy? Even though she's a good friend of mine, and even though we knew each other at that event, that happened in Atlanta. That was an event called Sunchilla in Atlanta during the Atlanta Carnival. Even though I knew her, that was not scripted. Like that was literally like I had one of the people on my team had the camera out, but it wasn't scripted. I didn't even know
it wasn't planned.
Had the food. Yeah, I didn't know she had the food until I leaned over. And then when I leaned over, everything I do is like improv. It's like spontaneous. It's never scripted. So I'm just always I'm good at thinking on the fly. Like I'm good with rebuttals. I'm good with like being like when it comes down to talking to somebody, I'm good on my feet with responses. So it's like with that, I seen it. And then I just looked and then pointed, like, let me get that. And then she's like, go. And then I did it. Like,
it's a classic. It's now staple as the classic.
Yes. That was
my
not
favorite video on your whole IG page. You literally like.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell?
Yo, listen. The people out there that's on this live, that was not scripted. None of the stuff that, like, to be honest with you, there are influencers, there are dancers out there that, I mean, of course, dancers, everything is choreographed. It's they have dance classes and stuff like that. But when it comes down to the individuals that create content similar to me, like, listen, none of the stuff that I do or that any of my people do are scripted. It's literally off the top. It's how we feeling at the time. It's some of the maneuvers, like if I see something getting out of whack, or I see maybe she may be a little off balance, or I may be a little off balance, I know how to make adjustments on the fly. I know how to make it. But that's just what it is. I know how to make, just like with that situation. If Rosie would have rejected me with the food, I would have had something quick to make it look good still. Like, I just know how to,
You know the move.
yeah, I know how to move with it. It's all about, yeah, like, so it's that's a classic, man. Like, that was when it was posted, and when it was fresh, it went viral. I think I got like 4 million views off of that.
That's
My favorite video. I let somebody eat my food
Yeah.
while they're whining on me. That's
rude, huh?
And we
Rude.
know, and we know
rude.
the ladies. I know y'all is greedy when it
Yes,
come down to the grub,
we are.
but a brother hungry.
I would have
And he
shared
didn't
this
want
with
to stop.
Frenzy, but I was like, oh, she real nasty.
Yo,
And you whining on me? That's balance and
you
talent at the same time.
feel me? Like, a brother hungry too. I just wanted just a little piece. I ain't even a little piece.
But listen, I do want to touch on one thing because, and I'm so happy you started off talking about everything that Bacchanal Boys is doing. You know, your
Right.
branding, you're giving back to the community, your partnerships, especially the kids. I did not know about the kids, right?
Right.
So I've noticed that, Prezi, you started posting negative comments and you are replying to the comments and you're posting them.
Right.
So I just want to know, since I'm getting to know you and learning all the positive contributions that you're making to our career, when people make those type of negative comments, I mean, how does that, make you feel? Like, what's your response to that?
Okay, so for to answer to respond to the lead up to the question. At this point, like, at one point in time when I first started, I was like, you know what? The brand just starting. I feel like I need to be robotic. Like, I don't need to. I have a robotic reply. Like, if somebody comments, I just put sunglasses emojis. Like, just to be robotic and not really.
Not facing
And not take
Yeah,
it on.
Yeah.
because at that time, people had it in their mind that, like, I said, I started off with 9 people.
Yeah.
They would think that 9 people run the page.
Okay.
And I'm the one that runs the page. People have access to the page, but I'm the one that runs the page. So at one point in time, I was like, you know what? We first starting off. I really don't want this page to be used as something personal, in a sense. I'm gonna just be robotic, like, all real. Like, okay, like, it's not like you're speaking to a person, but at the end of the day, if I'm communicating and building rapport with people on the outside, somebody has to feel like they can talk to somebody, or they can talk to an individual without it seeming like weird.
Yeah.
Or it's like, always, yo, just hit me up in the email, and then we can talk business. Like, if we can it can end at the email, but if you want to talk to me some business, but you want to kind of give me the rundown on it, like, just you can hit me. You can hit me up. I make the goal is to be approachable. So at that time, doing what I did at that time wasn't it was nobody can feel like they can approach you about anything. So when it comes down to now, one of my partners that is, one of my partners that I just talked to on Sunday was saying, yo, like, I'm seeing now, like, a little different now. Like, you're starting to respond to things. You're starting to be a little more social. And the filter is starting to take it off. And it's like, for me, it's more so I am a person. And the people that support me and that are around me and that care about me, they people too. You're not about to play with me, and you're not about to play with them. Because it's like, at this point now, like, when do people start to not to, like, when do people start realizing that you're talking to another person? It does, like the way that some people respond to certain things. Like, you can respond to my behavior. You can say, hey, how he acts at fets, or how he conducts himself is this and this and this and that. You can do that all you want, but you're not going to point out and target an individual. It don't matter who it is. I done defended followers, or my supporters, or people that didn't follow me, have you coming incorrect or coming crooked at people. You just don't do that to people. Like I see comments all the time, like, how can you fix yourself to be nasty to people that you really don't even know? It just doesn't make any sense. So I'm not doing that on a daily basis, but like soca music is about good vibes, happiness, and just freeing up yourself.
Yeah.
But as human beings, we have a level of seriousness with us. You can't just play with people. It doesn't matter how positive the music is and how refreshing it is and what they're, how they're making us feel.
Yeah.
If you come crooked in a place of happiness, you gotta get checked. It's no, and that's the only thing with me is like every people talk how they want to talk. People become very vulgar and straightforward. But then when you come at them, oh no scene, good vibes, this and like, so you playing with me, man.
Yeah.
Like,
Social media has created a lot of keyboard gangsters.
Oh yes.
yeah, and I said I wanted to. I said this on my Twitter. I said this, and I didn't want to post this because it was gonna, like, I didn't want to post on Instagram because it was gonna be a little too, I feel like, aggressive. And we're not here to be aggressive. We're here to have fun. But I said this on my Twitter. I said social media is a platform for people to say whatever they want about you or to you, or approach you in any wrong, disrespectful way without them thinking that they can't get punched in the face.
Yep.
Because, dog, like I can't fathom how you could take something that somebody does that people like. I have fans and supporters. I have hundreds of thousands of them. Some of them don't follow, and some of them just lurk.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them don't follow. Some of them don't have social media, but have heard from word on the street. Bacchanal Boys, you ever heard of them? It's people that follows, people that just lurk. They don't want to follow because they don't want that content consistently running through their timeline, which is understandable.
Yeah.
You have
But be respectful.
right, and you have individuals that like it, and then you're the one that doesn't like it, but you want to tell people why you don't like it and why you shouldn't like it when there's people that like it.
Mm-hmm. Keep your
Like,
Just keep it to yourself.
like,
at the same time, Carly, keep your opinion to yourself.
so if you don't like it, you gotta like something about it. If you keep telling me you don't like it, it doesn't make any sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm a person that like I like to make sense out of nonsense. I like to try to make sense of something that just doesn't make any sense. At the end of the day, people ain't gonna like what you do, everything that you do.
Yeah.
But if you don't like it, why do you keep trying to tell me you don't like it? There's something that you like about it.
Yeah. But I don't want to harp on that subject, but
Okay.
I just want to touch on it to see how you.
We not hopping on. The closing of that question is, we as Caribbean people that love soca music, we love what it does to us. We love how it makes us feel. The lyrics and the content is for positive vibes and good vibes. But not just only that. I am a serious dude.
Mm-hmm.
So because the music make me feel good, that don't mean you can just say what you want and then think I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm a soca lover, I'm not gonna do nothing. That is unrealistic.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
I won't disrespect you. Everybody does not have to like everything you do.
Right. And I don't like the fact that you're saying you don't like what I do, but I'm not saying nothing to you.
Yeah.
But at the
we
end
don't
of the
switch
day,
games. We don't want to hop.
no. We good. It's all love. I'm just saying, for that perspective, for the people out there that
Pick rocks.
Pick rocks.
Still love you. Still love you because you're one of the main, they're one of the main viewers. A lot of times they're viewers.
true. It's very true.
But listen, I have one last question because I do want to respect your time.
One last question. I mean,
I got a question too, girl.
I wanted to respect your time. Oh, Carlene, go ahead. You have a question?
we all right. We good.
Okay.
Oh, he having fun with
I didn't even know.
Carlene. He liked talking about what
Yeah,
he see.
I didn't get. We didn't. What happened to the rum? What happened to?
We
So
forgot.
speaking of rum,
We
I saw
forgot.
one of your posts.
I didn't forget.
Speaking of rum, I saw one of your posts and somebody was pouring punch in your mouth straight. How are you drinking that?
Listen,
I'm still whining.
No,
that is
he's just standing there and they just poured in his mouth, punching.
yeah.
Fire.
You know, that's only like a Trinidad thing.
Oh my.
But shout out to my older brother Mike, who lives in Orlando, that seems to find a way to get a hold of punching all the time. So he's the one that is really like he's the punching guy. I mean, I have this rum right here. We had to go to Jamaica with it. I hate Appleton, but we're gonna do what we got to do.
I love me some Appleton. Don't talk about
Listen.
But
okay, so I have a serious question, and this is related to an alternative carnival, which is Toronto, where I am. So have you been to Toronto? Have you heard of Toronto? What are the good things you've heard, and what are the bad things you've heard about Toronto?
Big up to my boy. Big up to my bro Busby. I was booked for Toronto Carnival last year. I was actually there last year, and I went to his event. It was called Tsunami and Soca Sleepover. Yeah, so I was booked for that event. Big up to all my people from Toronto, and you know, I also went to Jab Juve. It was a dream for me to go there. I used to see that event from the time they first did it. I used to be like, I have to get there, and I finally got there. You know, big up to all my Toronto family, man. Big up to everybody.
One thing that you would like to see more in Toronto Carnival, what would it be or improve on?
I don't know how the laws and stuff are out there, but I would like to see a better road experience without the spectators you know, mashing down the fence. And I would love to see if it's possible, them have drinks, have a drink truck.
so,
I wish.
So actually, Chris, it's so funny you said that because every year I'm like, Carlene, I want to come to Toronto, and she's like, no, girl, the road experience is horrible. They need to do better with security and handling the spectators.
Yeah. I need all I'm asking for is a drink truck.
The parties are good. The parties are good, but the road experience.
The parties are good. You know what's different for me? It was very different, and by the time I tried to make an adjustment, it was too late. The drinking age to legally purchase drinks is 19. So when I was going to the thing about it, like out here, like in the States, or for the most part, like what I know of, like even if it's 21 to drink and it's a 21 plus event, a lot of times, more than likely, the patrons that are going to those events aren't like, you don't see 21-year-olds at the events, even though it's 21 up, because they're still partying with the 18. They're still partying with that age bracket. I usually see like at the youngest, like 24, 25 and up, at a 21 and up. So it's still, you know, but when I went to Toronto and I was going to the fetes and it was literally said 19 to drink, I felt like I seen some 19-year-olds in there. And it kind of threw me off. Not saying that I'm young, but I'm not accustomed to. You can tell the types of energies when they're younger, or when they're kind of young, because young, yeah, they're way more cliquish, and they not budging from nobody. They staying with their, you know, with their people, man. So it's like, it just was a little different. You know, it was a little different for me in Toronto, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it for it being
this year. Will Toronto see the Bacchanal Boys this year?
It's a high it's a high chance. It's a high chance. My little bro, I don't know if y'all familiar with Blackie. Everybody should be familiar with Blackie. Blackie Chan. Yeah, he's gonna be in Toronto, and I got contacted by Busby. I just got to see how my schedule is looking. I know Crop Over and Antigua's at the same time,
Oh
but
wow.
when it comes down to Crop Over, and I can't say Antigua. Antigua is very expensive. I don't have any really connections yet at this moment yet for me to establish that to say okay, I'm gonna be there. But I don't mind coming out of pocket. I don't mind spending my money. But I know that the reason why I'm saying I have to see is because in between Toronto and those other carnivals is St. Lucia before that, and then is Grenada after that.
Spice,
And it,
spice.
yeah, and it'll be tough for me physically in my body to have to do all of those unless I'm doing like two of them on like from a week for a weekend flex, and then doing like because St. Lucia automatically is a whole week. That day I get booked the same. They love me in St. Lucia. The way I'm gonna be honest with you, the way that I should be getting treated in Barbados is how they treat me in St. Lucia. It's
Wow.
crazy.
Wow.
Like
Carly,
I
that's
mean,
one of the goals, right? Carly,
yeah,
that's what carnivals you want to go to.
Yeah, I want to go next year.
I love my Bajans. I love my family, but we all know how we is. We all know how, they admit it. They admit it themselves. So how they treat me. The thing about it is that Barbados, they love the dibbiness. They love it, but they love it and they enjoy it. But it's like they still got to keep It's the same thing with Trinidad. It's like we love it, y'all love it, but it's like we still got to keep it. We still got to keep it Catholic. We still gotta keep it like
Don't
we still
tell me
gotta
about my Trinity.
yeah, we still gotta act like we don't like it, but in the back of my mind we like, ooh, we love that. It's some of them that's out the door with it, like, yeah, we like that. But some is like, yo, listen, we still are loyal to our Jesus Christ, so we can't let you know that we really like what's going on here. So solutions, they love it. They don't care about nothing.
All
They
right, that's on my list, Carlene. I just put
St.
St. Lucia on my
Yo,
list.
when
Lucia
you
on the
go to
list.
St. Lucia, if you into the slackness, they literally they're welcoming to you in open arms when you get off the plane. You ain't even got to go through. You ain't even got to declare nothing. You ain't even got to go through customs. They
Wow.
already they ready for that. So when I go to St. Lucia, from the time I land, it's
It's love.
like it's you have workers that work at the
Yeah.
airport literally hiding behind tables and literally hiding behind in rooms peeking out like that's Bacchanal Boy. It's crazy.
That's
It's crazy. It's nuts. Like they treat me like I'm I don't know
Your
what it is, but
royalty.
I love it. I
You
love
have
it. Like
people going crazy in the comments. They're like, okay, I have to see what he's talking about.
listen.
So you
My
just
Lucians know.
promoted
My
St. Lucia
Lucians know.
Carnival.
Everybody, all them comments in the Lucian flat, they know. When I come through that, when I come through St. Lucia, it's like, yo, this.
It's
They know what's
love.
I
going
love
on.
you.
They love me, man.
All right.
They know.
I have another question for you. So where do you see Bacchanal Boys going? So you mentioned the business, the merchandise, the brand partnerships, the kitty carnival, the all-white kitty carnival. So
Right.
yeah, what's next for Bacchanal Boys?
What's next is focusing on doing more events.
Hmm.
Whether
Where
it's
where though?
where
City? You don't be in
I'm based in
Toronto?
Miami. I'm based in Miami.
Okay.
So more so events locally. I mean events where I can. It doesn't even necessarily mean no locally, but I definitely want to like at this point right now. I just want to say locally because I just want to get in my mind like I need to do some. I need to do more events. At one point in time, I had a boat ride that I was doing called Bacchanal Soca, and it was doing very good. But at the end of the day, in reality, if you don't have the capital, when I say capital, it's not necessarily about you having money or having the money up front. It's about having the resources for people that are willing to invest.
Okay.
When I had that, it was going, and then things happened, and then especially with inflation, prices went crazy. So I just wasn't. It just wasn't making sense. So, like I said, doing more events, even if I'm starting off something small, instead of having a mindset like, okay, like everything we got to do big. So if it's not big, then I'm not going to do it at all. I
Yeah.
want to just even start something small just to give people that experience, because the Bacchanal Boys experience is an experience that it just can't be described. Like, we don't, like I said, we go in, it's improv. We don't go in planning anything. Just things just happen. So the only thing that I can say that will be planned is the setup of the party, but everything in the party that happens is just gonna happen.
Okay.
And that's just what it is. It's about giving an experience. I mean, of course, when in business, you're going in to make money, but at the end of the day, I don't concern myself with that, because first things first, I want people to have a good time. I'm a hustler first. I get it. I know how to get it. I'm gonna get it regardless. It's about making people feel good and making people happy that they're coming out knowing that they're having a good time. At my events, I've booked DJs at my events, and like I booked DJs and had patrons that were like on a boat waiting for it's a boat ride. We're about to freaking sail, and they're still sitting there pre-gaming in the parking garage. That's literally like up the street.
Yeah.
And I'm like, nah. They not missing this.
Yeah.
They not missing this boat. I literally ran down there in a ball of sweat. If y'all don't get y'all behinds on this boat, for for
That's
for
it.
it leaves all of us, I'm gonna get left too. And that's just how much love and how that I have for my people, and how much it's like I just want to see people have a good time first. That's just what it is. So I'm looking at more events. I had a Juve section in Miami Carnival with Gen X. Shout out to the Gen X team, and I had one of the biggest sections.
My cousin is a part of the Gen X team. So
Okay. Yeah, I had one of the biggest sections, if not the biggest section, Juve section. I'm gonna say that because I didn't have a mass section.
okay.
I want to make that clear. It was the
Juve
biggest
section. Juve.
yeah, Juve section, and open up a lot of opportunities. Actually, open up opportunity for me to partner with them in Jamaica for Carnival.
That's
So,
good.
That's
yeah,
awesome.
so I had a biggest Juve section with them in Miami. So I'm looking to get into that more as well, having my own section or Juve section, or even market my own mass section in Miami Carnival to start, because that's local. It's a little bit more manageable for me. But then getting into, doing that in other markets, and eventually having my own band or having my own say that's all you will want when it comes down to doing this. Eventually you'll want to get into that and start doing marquee events, and not trying to say like it will be to equivalent to a Soca Brainwash, but that's everybody's goal. That's
But at least
everybody's goal.
you're planting the seeds.
Right,
It seems like planting the seeds right now.
right,
Yeah, I'm watching
right,
them grow.
right. You
Okay,
sure that
Carly.
you got any more questions? Listen, I need some more
I
questions.
He want
I
more
I
questions.
had
He's having fun tonight.
I had a question. I'm going to start this trend from our last chat with your cousin Lisselle. So you said that you play with Yuma. You have a contract with Yuma. You're on the road. Are you the type of person to say, "Hey, meet me here if you get lost," or you're someone say, "Nope, you find me. I do
Oh,
my thing."
you talking about as far as the
Yep,
Yeah.
crew?
the price of crew.
So we have a thing when it comes down to the crew, and the thing is find the bun, which is
Find the
fine.
button.
I'm the one with the bun on my head.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because you're a tall person already, and then the bun makes it even taller.
So that's how we do it when it comes down to the us on the road. Find the bun. If you find the bun, it's you find me. Yeah, because for the viewers out there, a lot of people don't even realize it, or they don't even know, just based on in the videos how low I get or how it's angled.
But you're
They don't realize.
pretty tall
Oh,
guy.
I'm 6'7". I'm 6'7". So
Okay. So
so
find fun.
6'7".
yeah, find the bun because the bun make me about 6'9". So it's already, you know, like so it's like it's find the bun and it's up. So I thought you meant like, yeah, when it comes to that, it's not, yeah, like I like when I lose my guys or lose anybody that's with me, my anxiety kicks in. Like I gotta find it. I don't even want to dance. Like I would take the dance, but in my mind I'm not there because
You're looking for your
I'm looking for my people. I get like I get nervous because I don't want nothing to happen to my people. So it's like I'm looking for them, and then when they find me, it's up, it's lit. Now I thought like to put a spin on that, and especially in Trinidad, I've had people that know me, especially women that lost their group and they can't find them at all, and it's and they're concerned. And I said, so yo, just roll with me till you find them, and I make sure that everybody's good. I make sure that they stay with that person is staying with me, and eventually they find their group, because it's
yeah.
like that's one of the things that people don't understand. People don't know. One thing that people don't know is that the reason why, despite having a rapport and established rapport and relationship with most of these women that we're dancing with, people think we just running up to them and then they just giving us the work. We know these ladies, guys,
No,
ladies and gentlemen.
I thought they were all
you're a gentleman.
strangers. They're just
You're a
guys.
Not all of them. Like, okay, 20% of them are strangers. 80% are people that, if they are strangers from a physical standpoint, we've had conversations and established rapport with them through social media, and with the anticipation of meeting up
on the road.
on the road. So they already know, know us. We already had the conversation. Okay, what's a no? What's a go? Some are like, okay, yeah, dance, but no camera. Some are like, I don't care, just don't go on the ground. Some are like, yeah. Some are like,
Don't go on the
if
ground.
yeah, don't go on the ground. Some are like, listen, I want it all. Some are like, nah, I
He
don't
said
want it.
someone at all.
Some actually were like, yo, listen, I just want you to pick me up.
I've been seeing a lot of that. They
Yeah,
get
so
excited when
Pick
you
people
pick
up.
them up.
yeah, so but it's a rapport established. So then when you see the thing that most of my supporters they appreciate a lot is that I don't know how I remember them by name, or I remember them by Instagram name. I remember them by name without even like they didn't come to me, and I've never seen them before. But I just know, aren't you? Because I remember, my memory is so good that I actually remember people. So that's something that they're shot like, oh my God, do you remember me? Yeah, like, I mean, we follow each other. You show up on the timeline, So
Like that.
it's like, when it comes down to things like that, they feel safe, they feel secure. So it's like they don't think that, they're not just gonna ask anybody, hey, I lost my group, I lost my people. Could I chill with y'all until I find them? They just gonna be sitting there and nervous and lost because they don't trust just
Everybody.
anybody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
then
What's your choice of drink on the road?
yeah.
Like,
My
what's
choice,
a must? What's in your cup?
what's in this cup ain't the choice. but this a do though. This a do. But what's my drink of choice is either always Johnny or, and I have to deal with the Hennessy because they don't have the Remy they don't have the very special Remy. They don't have the green bottle. They had the
No,
Remy.
they're not having
They're
VSOP on
not
the
having
road.
the V. They're not having the VS.
They
They're
don't
not having the
have
VS. So, like, if they had that on the road, you would see me in a different. Oh my God.
Maybe
So
it was good that you don't
yeah,
have it.
so I have to resort to it's not the Johnny. I gotta resort to the Hennessy, but I gotta put my coconut water in there.
absolutely.
Gotta
The
put
coconut.
my little coconut water. And if they don't got the coconut water, then I do a Johnny and ginger ale. You
Okay.
know, I don't really, yeah, like you said in the comment, you like that brown. That brown is an aphrodisiac. It do a lot of things.
I love it. So,
Do a lot of things for you. It do a lot of things for you.
So, Press, one of the things, Carlene and I definitely want to do is, we want to ensure that we're promoting your business,
Right.
at least have some part to ensure that, you get some business collabs or some partnerships. What is the best way to contact you? Like if someone wants you to appear at their event or they want you to come to their carnival, like what's the best way to
Best
contact you?
way to contact me definitely is Instagram. I like because I get so much traction and so much traffic because of the content. Um, you my Instagram is always going on. I have not turned my notifications off yet, so it's always going off. And
Okay.
either Instagram or my email. Email is Bacchanal Vibes. Bacchanal BACCHANAL Vibes.
Okay.
VIBES.
No Z.
No
S.
Z.
S. Okay.
At Gmail. So that you can either contact me directly there, or I would say, like I said, I'm approachable. You can communicate with me. You can even hit me in the DM and say, "Hey, I'm inquiring about some business. What's the best way for me to reach you?" And I'll either give you my email or I'll give you my number for the WhatsApp, and then we can talk. I like to have that conversation and really understand or hear how you're approaching the situation, because a lot of people out here trying to finesse, and you can't finesse a cuz at all. You can't finesse me at all. So
Well, we already got people saying they want you in Boston. Somebody's ready for you to come to Boston, so you're gonna get some DMs about that. And,
Boston, okay. You
yeah,
talking
they
about
want you
for
for Boston.
Boston Carnival? That's the same time as Notting Hill, right?
Yeah. So see, I'm telling you, I want to make sure you gain it from this platform. And somebody wants you for Zouave. Where's Zouave? What country or
No,
island is that one? I'm not
that I think that's Zouve. I think that's like the name of the
the bad. Oh,
not
I
that
totally
that's the name.
screwed up
I
here.
think that's the name.
Sorry,
Like,
Zouve.
yeah, I think that's the name of the event in Boston. I think it was one. Is it?
Zouve?
Yeah.
Is it?
It's a
It's a
party. I knew it. I
party.
heard about it. I heard about it the first weekend of June. It's a Juve in Boston, I think.
Oh, it's
Yep,
Boston.
I knew it. I knew it sounded familiar. Yeah, we need to set that up. We need to set that up, Hulk,
Right?
man. Like that's my boy. That's my dog right
Right.
there. He been in this
Oh,
joint.
you see, he told you how to get in touch with him. Hit him in those DMs or send him an email.
Listen, my boy, he been supporting me from day
I
one.
love that.
That's my boy. You know you my boy. You know you my dog, man. You know, like it's been love since. Dog, it's just bring me to tears right now. This dude has
Oh,
been
he's been 10
like,
toes down.
man, it's a couple of them out there that from day one, it's this is how I know it's real, because you got people that don't like what the slackness and the too much of it. But I go back to St. Lucia. Every time I go to St. Lucia, it's this one elder guy that always comes up to me on the road and is like, "Yo, Bacchanal Boys, I love what you do. Keep doing it. I love it. Like, just keep doing what you do. Don't worry about what nobody says." And I don't even know the guy's name. Every year he comes up to me, and I don't ask for his name, but it's like he's sent, like every time it seems like we in the same part of the road. He just comes and walks.
Well, he's saying he wants you in Zouve, so you might have to talk about that
Yeah,
Nottingham and cover the Zoo.
no, listen. If y'all haven't heard about it, if y'all can make it to Boston with Zouve is good. I seen the footage. I seen the footage. That Zouve is definitely, yeah. Like, set that up, man. I'm with it.
Yeah,
First week of June.
I'll reach out to him because I'm now your unofficial
Yeah,
EA.
for sure.
I'm your unofficial EA. You didn't know, you didn't ask.
Yeah, I like the sound of that.
I'm your unofficial. So you can come in my DM, Ronnie, and we'll set it up and I'll get it connected.
Yeah, let's set some things up, man. Everybody gotta get paid.
Exactly.
Everybody gotta get that. Listen. I'm here to break bread. I'm here to show love. I'm here I'm here to help as much people. Like it's so many people in this live that I've seen their profiles, and I know them personally. I've mentored them. I've been in their corner to help them build their brand, and it's been successful. I'm telling you, like, and it's all from the muscle. It's all for the love. It's never. I never want nothing from it. It's for me. It's not even. It's not
And they
even.
appreciate that.
Yeah, man. Like
They
I love. Besides going to fats and getting on bad, I chill home, and I'm just a voice for people that really are trying to make it. At one point in time, I was that person.
Yeah.
So who am I to block somebody's blessing when you give them a blessing, they gonna bless you back.
Oh yeah.
I don't think people really understand. I don't think people really understand that aspect of life. Like it's a lot more takers out here than givers.
Oh yeah.
And it's like if you got and being a giver is a gift. It's not something that is like it's a lot more takers for a reason because being a giver is it's a gift. It's a gift, man. And I'm glad I have that. I got it from my pops. I got it from probably his pops. I don't know, but I'm glad to have that. I'm glad I'm not a taker.
And I just like the fact that you said you believe. You got to believe, and that's what you had from the beginning. And people are believing in you. So
I had a multiple ventures that weren't successful, that didn't go, but I just knew when this came, I said, "This is it."
You knew.
I said, "This is it." I'm like, I don't know how. I know this is it. This the one.
So Freddie, because we've been on here for an hour and a half. What fun! I know, and it was so much fun.
Yes, it was.
But 13-year-old is looking at me. He wants me to come hang out.
Oh, 13-year-old.
So no, Prezi, wait. What final words do you have for everyone who joined us today? Because this was an amazing conversation. What you think, Carly?
Oh yeah, I'm getting messages. The energy is great.
Yeah.
Final words.
Well, for now, because we're going to
for now.
Just for now.
I'm gonna just say I'm gonna say this like for everybody on this live, and even if this live gets posted,
do I have permission? Do we have permission? Does Was the Scene have permission to post?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, you're talking about for me? Yeah.
But I think some people thought they were getting some waistline tonight. No.
Oh.
No. We don't want waistline.
What I'm saying is,
no waistline.
No. If you want that, just go on my page.
No.
Just go on my page.
Go on his page. You'll see a lot of that.
This is PG. This live is PG, press.
And you'll see him eating his chicken. Whining.
Right.
Yeah, you'll see that.
So I say this for everybody that's watching this, man, and I'm gonna say this just in life in general. Don't ever let anybody tell you. No. Let me push that. People cannot live life for you. You only live life for yourself. So when somebody's telling you don't do this, don't do that, somebody's telling you not to free up, somebody's telling you that you can't do this, just remember, they're living their own life.
Yeah.
So if you allow them to live their life and live yours, what's really your purpose?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
What's really your purpose? Don't ever let nobody trick you out of your position. And that's one of the things I look at as being tricked out of your position. Somebody telling you how you should live your life, like we only have one life, so how can somebody live two? There's no way for you to live two lives. So for you to allow somebody to live your life is really a disservice to yourself.
Yeah. And Roddy Hawk just said it perfectly. Your journey, your vision, your purpose.
That's it. And if it's my journey, my vision, my purpose, if we all on the same page, it can all be our journey.
Absolutely.
I
love that.
Well, Prez, we loved having you. Thank
you so much.
I hope it's not
listen.
one and done.
Listen, it's not gonna be a one and done. I like this.
We love it too.
for the people out there, I usually don't do interviews. I usually don't. You know, I usually really stay in my pocket. You hear me get my little 1 or 2, 3 words in the comments, but I usually don't do interviews because I know you're gonna get some real back, and I speak my mind, and when I get in the pocket, it's on.
Well, it's not only Bacchanal. We got educated.
Listen, all I saw was someone that was pelting waste, but I've learned a lot.
Yeah.
I pelt. Listen, I pelt waste. I'm a father too, and at the end of the day, like I said, I live my life. I live life, and I'm expecting to live life too. So when it comes down to what I do, it's also for them because they may be doing what I do. I'm not going to
do it for a purpose.
I'm gonna do it for a purpose, man. Like I said, I do this. You gotta live life for yourself. My daughter may want to be a Bacchanal girl, and she may do it her way. But at the end of the day, ain't gonna be nobody to be able to tell her you can't do this or you shouldn't do this. Here's an example. Your pops did it.
Yeah.
So what's wrong with it? You know, as long as you respect yourself, and I know I respect myself. You know, you got what you see is not always what it is. Bacchanal Boys is the one of the slogans is you can't buy vibes, and I go by these 3 key words: vibes, family, lifestyle. Vibes
like that.
is what we bring. Vibes is what we bring. Family is how we conduct ourselves, and we're turning whatlessness into a lifestyle.
I love it.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you, Prezi.
Thank you.
This was great. This is not one and done. We'll probably have you back for your next carnival. Like if you want to talk to us again to get ready for your next carnival, we would love to have you, right, Carl?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Jamaica.
We gotta talk more about St. Lucia. I need to get there.
So you got St. Lucia, but before that, if you want to talk about Jamaica, it's gonna be my first time in Jamaica for carnival, so it might be a nice one.
All right, definitely.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Fred.
Thanks everyone to tune in.
Yeah, thank you everyone for tuning in to What's the Scene.
Yes.
Good night, everyone.
Take care.
What's the scene?
Good night.
Good night.
All right, right there. What's the scene? Yeah.